This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Anita King is suing Reverend Roderick Stevens in the amount of $7,055 to cover medical bills after being pushed by the defendant and breaking her leg.
Ms. King, talk to me. You're suing the church for $7,055 because you got injured.
Yes, I am. I've been suffering from arthritis for a while. Despite the medications that I take, you know, the cold weather, things of that nature, makes me ache. So.
And is it all over or just certain parts of your body?
It's all over. I'm a big fan, and I follow Reverend Stevens. Mm-hmm. And
are you a member of the congregation?
I'm not a member of the congregation, but I am a fan of his healing.
Okay. And Reverend Stevens, how long have you been presiding over this particular church, sir? Or in the role of an evangelist, I would say. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes.
And had you heard him over the radio?
I'd heard him over the radio. I've seen some of his television broadcasts.
You went to this particular church specifically to see Reverend Stevens?
To see Reverend Stevens.
And he was ministering at this particular church?
Yes, he was.
And so you were a guest evangelist? Right. Mm-hmm. All right. And then what happened?
Okay, so while there, he asked if anyone wanted to be healed, and those that did want to come to the stage.
Okay.
I then went to the stage. It was maybe 15, 20 of us. Mm-hmm. He would touch everyone's head, and they would fall out. At that point, I'm a little leery, only because once I got on stage, an usher said something to me in the sense of, I'm not quoting, but when you're healed, be sure to fall towards me or something of that nature.
And why were you going up on stage to begin with?
To be healed. I wanted to be healed of my arthritis.
Coming up on America's Court.
I let them know about everything because they're witnesses. And all of the congregation knows.
Hold on a moment. You're being rude.
We're back with the case of Anita King, who is suing Reverend Roderick Stevens for medical bills resulting from a fall at his church.
So once you're at the stage,
yes,
then what happens?
It was my turn. He then...
as in, Reverend Stevens is going from person to person?
Person to person.
And each person that he goes to, do they fall?
They fall back.
Without question,
Without question, everyone falls back. When it was my turn, he pushed my forehead. I stood there. He continued on as if everything was okay, and I just kind of looked in awe, you know, like, what's going on?
So at that point, you were like, I didn't feel it.
I did not feel it.
Okay.
And I wanted to feel it because I believed in this man. Wow. As I was about to walk away, he grabbed me, and at this point, he did it once more, but it was a bit harder.
She felt it, and she fell, just like everybody else. But instead of falling people...
The first or second time you touched her, that churches can be liable, particularly in situations where ushers are instructing and directing because they can foresee that someone can injure themselves. I'm going to have to find in favor of the defendant in this case. Your matter is dismissed. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.